Hey there, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's see what is going on. I did post one and just did a bit of a full moon check-in. So let's see what you need to know right now. All right, so first up we've got Strength Energy with the Page of Inspiration. Okay. Current energies, thank you, Spirit. We've got the Queen of Wands. Not another Queen. We've got the Nine of Inspiration and the Temperance energy. Okay. Sometimes when I look at this, I feel like it's the Queen of Wands. So, someone who is stepping into that energy. There maybe have some things that you're holding space for, working towards, trying to accomplish right now. Let's dive in a little bit more, see what else is going on. We do have the Devil energy. Three of Voices. The Lovers. And the Hierophant. Okay, let's just have a look underneath. We've got Awakening, number 20, which is Judgment energy. Okay, so Strength energy, Page of Inspiration, Queen of Inspiration. Having a look here, the way that the energy is coming across overall is that there's something here that I feel, Pisces, that you could be holding back right now, waiting for some news or something here to step into. Now, the Strength energy with the Page of Inspiration can come across in a couple of different ways. So take only what resonates and let's manifest the things that you want to manifest. So let's focus on the things that you do desire. What we just want to do here is set the foundation to help you step forward as, the energy is around you or comes through. This could be asking for two parts. One, to hold space for something and the allowance of something to come in, because Page of Inspiration is good news, something that's exciting, kicking up, something that could be coming in terms of good news to move forward. It seems like there's someone here or a situation that is coming towards you. Queen of Inspiration energy, something that you're attracting in. That's how this feels. You're attracting in. But I think you've been standing in this space for a while, but you're doing it with confidence. And that's what I like. This Nine of Inspiration in particular, while they might call it a wounded kind of warrior, setting boundaries, there's a strength here that you're coming in. So I feel you're very aligned right now to your goals, to your ambitions, to what you're focusing on. And that's the direction that you're heading. I feel like as part of this, though, there is like a kind of process, right? I think like anything, there's an evolution. And whatever is evolving here right now, if this is in a relationship dynamic, something that's been evolving, there could be something in between this experience right now or this chapter or this season that has challenged either the way of thinking, the way of showing up. Maybe there has been a bit of an addiction with something or with someone. There could be also some toxic energy, people or situations that are not necessarily getting in the way, but could be, challenging your progress around some commitment. Or there's some disappointment that you're coming across and learning. But again, I think you're trying to hold space for this, whatever it is. But it seems to be around some commitment, some partnership, something that I feel two people are looking at their future and what it looks like. Underneath, we do have the Judgment energy, the Two of Materials, Nine of Voices, and then the Nine of Emotions. So it seems like there is some judgment call on how to make something work here. Maybe you've been questioning someone's intentions. You've had this in the last couple of weeks. It's just popped up again, so I'm just going to mention it. Some of you may have someone that you're dealing with and trying to manage either their behaviors or their approach towards something. This could be like another energy that's causing some interference here. But I think ultimately you know, someone here could be going through their own personal stuff, okay? It may not be in between this particular relationship, but obviously if you do have a partnership or are working towards something right now that you're committed to or looking at opening up to, someone in this mix could be going through their own experience where there has been some difficulties, things that they've witnessed that have been hurting them particularly, or maybe it's you that's been dealing with someone that's causing a little bit of, you know, difficulty that you're trying to manage. And maybe someone here is trying to figure out, how do I make this work? How do I make sure it doesn't impact my relationship? Because there is some, you know, there's a deep sense of happiness here when it comes to the direction someone is going here, but there just seems to be, this devil energy and this three of voices. There's some disappointment in something that's happening here. So let's see what's underneath and what's influencing this and get more detail. So 6 of materials. So trying to balance out something, okay? Oh, look at this. The 10 of materials and 4 inspiration. So there's something quite strongly about a marriage or a partnership here, or something around the home front, that's for sure, on how to make something work, how to make something flourish. If there is an offer, an opportunity coming through, I do feel like someone's succeeding. I feel like there could be a bit of a sliding doors moment for some of you. I don't know why that is coming through, but again, you know, the energy shares what the energy wants to share. Because you're going a certain direction. There is some news that you're either waiting on or holding back for, or trying to ascertain in terms of, this is what I want. There's something on your mind that you want here, Pisces. And it is the balancing out of something. It could be financially, but it's around the stability of a connection and the giving and the way people are showing up. This feels really good energy. You've just got an in-between here. I will unpack more, see where this is all going. But ultimately underneath, it's wanting to bring something into harmony. It's wanting to solidify. This could be your financial status or financial stability around the home. And succeeding in something. You know, maybe there's going to be some form of game changer with an opportunity that's presenting itself that supports your family or supports a relationship or allows you to step into a new relationship as part of this. But let's get a little bit more. We've got the moon and something conflicting here. You know what's so interesting? Any spreads I've been doing lately, like pre-shuffling, the moon and the 5 inspiration has been coming out a lot together. So this is interesting. What more do we need to know here? Muse of inspiration. So that's like a King of Wands energy. Well, 6 of emotion, 8 of inspiration, 5 of emotions. So there's something here, or some news that's coming on through, or some form of communication or movement forward here that is now making someone doubt themselves. This could be related to some competition at work, or related to a fire sign energy. Interesting, we do have the King of Queen as well of Wands. So someone's battling something here. Let's get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more on what's going on. So we've got a main female energy, assuming that is potentially you, Pisces, or whoever that you're dealing with. Oh, goodness. And then the main male. Okay, what do we need to know about this energy? There's some change going on here with this connection. You've got coffin, which is rebirth and change. What is this change spirit that we need to know? Unexpected income. Okay. Share more. There's some offer coming in. Again, number 9 showing up. What is this unexpected income about? A false person. Share more on this energy. Mature woman. Expectation. Message of concern, mature man, wealthy man, great fortune. Pisces, I don't, sometimes as we're evolving and growing, we're trying to get to a place that, that we inspire to, things that excite us, things that motivate us. There is definitely something here on the home front or related to a marriage. That's coming up twice here, okay? Something quite strongly here in partnership. There also seems to be something that has ended. Maybe there was some challenging conversations or challenging situation with someone that you were dealing with, and that's kind of come to an end. But it also seems here too that for some of you, in addition to whatever is unfolding here, this could be related to someone from your past that you end up hearing from, or something that you're trying to, not necessarily rekindle, but something that, it could be, someone might be trying to make something right where something had ended at some point in time. This could be related to a marriage, or it could be related to another party. But if there's been something toxic or some, behavior and situation that has impacted this, because this is definitely showing up here, it seems like someone wants to make this right. But I don't know if someone's going to offer you something as part of this. Maybe they're trying to come across like, they're expecting more from you. But it's interesting because the false person energy I'm also going to take as a bit of devil energy here. So either which way, whoever's trying to show up or trying to connect that has left you disappointed in the past, I feel like is trying to, stir the pot a little bit, or there's just a little bit of caution and warning, okay? Yeah, look, Lover's energy coming out again. What do we need to know with this? Thank you, Spirit. Mature man, yeah. So either which way, the masculine here and even yourself, it seems like you guys are handling this situation, whatever that you need to. There is a path moving forward for you guys. Even if someone, like I said, is trying to come in, is trying to express their disappointment or feeling left out or not feeling connected anymore. For a lot of you, I feel like those of you that are in connection, this has got someone else. This is like someone outside that connection who may have messed up. If you are, for some of you, I do feel this is outside your relationship. And for some of you, this is about your relationship, either which way. I feel like there's been an impact. If you do not have anyone right now that you're in partnership with, I feel like this is about the evolution of something that you've been working towards and something that you're working towards with your work, or trying to achieve or work towards some goal. I think there's a part of you that, having your own sense of stability and growth in your home life is a key component here. And I feel like there's a path and journey opening up for you, but it has been after some disappointment or where something or a situation has let you down, where you've got to put a lot of focus, time, energy, effort into growing again when it comes perhaps to your career, when it comes to your finances. But there does seem to be a bit of a competitive edge going on right now, or something that someone may not be sharing or opening up to, or you may be aware that there's some competition or have this feeling about something, the way something or someone is showing up, based on your past, or based on past behaviors. But there is some communication of someone feeling disappointed, someone potentially feeling left out, someone feeling like, why did this have to change? This situation have to change? So a few of you've got a few different things going on, but you could also have multiple situations going on at one time. Maybe for you right now, you're trying to focus on your work, trying to build up your work, trying to build up your network or your career and get really focused on what you do want. And then there's another sense right now, also the stability, the financial component. And some of you are in a pretty strong relationship dynamic where there has been some potential interference that you're trying to manage right now. But either which way, let's get some final messages, some moon cards for you. We do have the full moon at Scorpio at this time. So the energies could be shifting a lot. People opening up, sharing some things maybe from your past. So let's see what we need to know. Whew. We've got be bold and make the first move. What else do we need to know here? A new romantic cycles begin and a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is Libra energy, which is justice energy. I quite like this. Obviously, Libra season is not, until the end of September, October. However, that could be a timing factor, but also as well, with this Scorpio energy, there can be a lot of death and rebirth around relationships, dynamics, around releasing, around opening up certain parts of our life, our past, and healing those too. So there's something strong on the home front here right now, Pisces, and the security, your foundational security, your financial security and stability. But I do feel like you've just got someone who could be challenging something, or you may be feeling like someone is holding something back, and maybe you're not sure what to do with it. Maybe you do want to open up that conversation. But there does seem to be a bit of doubts, or a little bit of concern in perhaps the communication that does come through. If, again, you're going to know who this is, okay? This is, I don't think, going to be a surprise to you. So again, discern as need regarding your situation. But I do feel like there has been some change in a relationship dynamic. Maybe someone has moved, is relocating, or, is taking a different course of action. But you may not be expecting this to come back in, is what I feel. But I feel you're going to handle it well. Someone really just has their mind and their way of thinking set, but their intentions are very self-focused, okay, or self-embellished, or whatever it may be. So just be mindful of it. But it does seem to be getting in between, or wanting, I just feel like there's someone, trying to get a little bit in between, or there's a situation getting a little bit in between something here. So just be cautious if that's yours. Otherwise, guys, whatever offer's coming in, be mindful as well with this unexpected income. There could be an offer, an opportunity that comes towards you guys. But there just seems to be a little bit of a question mark in terms of the legitimacy of it. Again, there's a choice here, or I just feel like a divide. I don't know why, but it feels like someone is trying to divide something here. Or there could have been a pattern or behavior that someone had that tried to divide something. So there's a lot of energy bouncing around in this reading, just to let you know. And that doesn't surprise me, as I said, with this current full moon energy. So a lot of you could be experiencing a lot of different things, and that, is the case. Just to let you know as well, if you are looking to really support your future, your thinking, attract more things in, I do have the subliminals that have been released, and more are coming through this week. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it is the first link below. There's another YouTube channel called Expand and Elevate. And they're all some subliminals I have created, which is just really nice to listen at night, or you can listen to the day if you're choosing to relax, just to help reprogram new affirmation, new energy, and rewiring our brain there's different ones there. So check it out. See, whether it's related to love, abundance, money. I will be doing one specifically on third party interference and clearing that as well, just to let you know, because I know a few of you have mentioned that. So I'm going to leave it there, dear friends, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Bye.